welcome back. My name is Michaela. I'm a second year 5th grade teacher in Wisconsin, and I'm just feeling kind of like funky today because it's funky February, which is why I'm wearing this. I don't dress like this on a normal day, but I'm wearing let me show you. 2 different shoes. I got my pink socks and my black Converse, and then I'm wearing orange socks with some green shoes, and I got one earring on, half my hair up, half of it down, and I got my cool Quick Trip shirt on. It's pretty funky. But I'm in just like a mood, and not like a bad mood, just like I almost just threw a binder across the room because I had a lot of energy and I just wanted to put it away, and I was like, bye B, now might be a great time to make a video. I am bummed that I did not make a video last week because that was one of my goals for the year, is to make a video every week. And I started a video on Friday, I really did, but then Friday was a really rough day. By the time I got to the afternoon, I sat at my desk and I cried a little bit, and then I just couldn't get myself to make a video. And I didn't just want to make a video of me being really sad and frustrated, because I feel like what's the point in that? I want to be honest and open about legitimately how I'm feeling and how things are going, but at the same time, I don't know, I just want to be careful. I just want to be careful with what I say, especially because sometimes my kids watch the videos. I just want to be careful with my words and what I share. So that's as much as you will get about that. But as proof that I was really going to make a video, I had a whole list of stuff that I wrote in the morning that I was like, I'm going to talk about this later, and I was so excited about it. But yeah, anyway, today was a good day. Today was good. Yesterday was rough. Today was good. And it's Tuesday, which I'm hoping the rest of the week will be good, but there's usually 1 or 2 rough days in the week and then 2 to 3 better days in the week, which it seems to be the pattern. So we'll see how this week goes. But so far, it's going okay. Oh my God, I just looked over, I made a revising and editing checklist that I just printed off copies for everyone. And I just saw that there is a C. I don't know if I added it after I printed it. Right here, do you see this? A C. I added a C. Is there gonna be a C on everybody's checklist? Are you kidding me right now? But I'm gonna go through this list and see if there's anything that is still relevant for me to talk to you about. One thing that I've been procrastinating and I need to work on hardcore because it needs to be ready for next week is I'm kind of in charge of making videos now for the school of expectations and stuff. I'm trying to make them kind of fun. And the last one we did, we made a snow rules video, and it was so fun, and my kids were in it, and it was just they did so good. It was so good. And so I have to make a video about leaving no trace and making sure you're being tidy and stuff. And so my idea is that it'll be a detective kind of thing. There will be a detective and maybe a sidekick, and they're walking around the school and finding all of this stuff that's just all over the place, and garbage and things not being tidy, and they're trying to figure out who's doing it. And I really need to film it starting tomorrow through the end of the week so that I can edit and finish it over the weekend. But I cannot make myself just sit down and write it. I just can't do it. So that's my goal for tonight when I go home. I was I'll get all my school stuff done for the classroom at school, and then I'll go home and I'll sit on the couch and I will try to write this detective story. But I'm excited about it. I think once I get it written, it'll be good. And I'll be really excited about filming it and stuff, but just right now I'm not into it. Okay, also warning to everyone who ever thought that Ticonderoga was great, they are not anymore, because I bought 1 million boxes of these, and every single one that I sharpen, the lead falls out. Every single time. You sharpen it, gets down to here, the lead falls out. You sharpen it again, it gets down to here, lead falls out. Sharpen it, lead falls out. So I just have literally 100 pencils that are just gonna be garbage, because then you just keep sharpening them and then they get down to a nub and you haven't even used it once. So annoying. I am probably gonna get going for the day, go home and work on this video thing that I have to make. And then tomorrow I will tell you how things are going, see if tomorrow is another good day. And then I'll show you the friend activity that I made yesterday that we've been working on. We started it today and we're gonna finish it probably tomorrow. I'll show you that because I'm super jacked up about it. I love the stuff we're talking about, and I will talk more about that tomorrow. Okay, bye. Hello, it's Wednesday, the next day. And today was a good day. It was a pretty good day, but it started in a really embarrassing way. Because one of my kids found an old YouTube channel of mine that has me singing a song on a piano and I look super emo. And then he was like trying to play it like at school. Like, that's so embarrassing. So that was really unfortunate. But yeah, overall, like the rest of my day was like pretty decent. They've been like kind of chatty, but I feel like there are some of them that have been stepping up to be like examples and really trying really hard to get the other kids to be quiet, or like make a point of being a leader and like asking other people to be quiet, or doing what they're supposed to do, or like staying really engaged with the lesson. And so for the most part, people listened today. But there was like, I just like kind of feel bad because towards the end of the day, there was like one moment where I had been trying to do this activity that I feel like is really important, and I'm really excited about it, which is like, okay, maybe they're not, which is like, whatever, it's fine. But I was just so sick of getting talked over all the time, like constantly. And there's always talking, and I was so sick of it. I was just like, you know what? I was like, never mind. I was like, do what you want to do. I'm sick of talking over you, trying to be louder than you. I don't want to do it anymore, so just do what you want to do. And I wasn't even like, I don't feel like I yelled at them or like seemed really mad, but like, I feel like they reacted weird, and then that made me feel really bad. Like, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done that, because they all just kind of sat there like really confused, and I'm like, are you confused as to why I don't want to just keep trying to talk over you? Like, yeah, so I kind of felt bad about that. Like, I was like, maybe there was a better way I could have handled that, but I like don't know what else to do. But yeah, and then like the end of the day is always so crazy. I hate the end of the day. One, because the day is over, but two, it's just so insane, and like I can't talk to any kid about anything important because they're just done. And yeah, there was like multiple things that happened that were not okay, and I tried talking to the kids about it, and they just like completely ignored me or got mad at me. And it's just like, I try to be so understanding and so compassionate towards them when something is going on, while still having like a real conversation about like how this thing is not okay. Because I don't think it's okay to just be like, I'm an adult, so you have to listen to me just because I say so, and I'm gonna just tell you what to do. Because I wouldn't want someone talking to me that way. Like, that doesn't help me. I want someone to be understanding and like talk to me about it and have an actual conversation. And then I feel like sometimes when I do that, it's like either taken advantage of or completely ignored or not taken seriously. I don't think that I shouldn't treat them that way, because I'm gonna keep treating them like people and human beings and like try to have a conversation. But it just like really sucks when they do that. And I get that they're like 10 and 11, so of course that's gonna happen, but it sucks when it happens. But yes, like I said, in general, today was a pretty good day. Kids were for the most part working hard. I, for the most part, handled things the way I want to handle them. I want so badly to like blame the kids sometimes for like how they're acting, which like, yes, stuff is in their control. Their behavior is their own choice, and they are making a lot of bad choices recently. But also like, I wanna keep focusing on how can I change and grow through this, because obviously there's ways that I can handle things better. And so when I start feeling like bad about a way that I handled something, I want to like talk about it and think about it and go, what can I do differently next time? But it's just like, sometimes I don't know what to do differently next time, you know? It's hard being growth mindset sometimes. I feel like salty at myself right now. Okay, the other thing, I stayed up like really late last night writing the script for our Leave No Trace video that I have to make. I was really annoyed writing it because I was not like in the flow of things, but I finally got it done. But I'm just feeling like stressed out about getting it done, because the first video we made was like for snow rules, and that was really fun, and it worked out really well because my whole class was involved. So we just kind of did that for like a couple hours, and then they were all a part of the video and they all went everywhere with me while I was filming. But this video only has like 7 roles, and only like 4 or 5 of those roles are kids in my class. And so I'm trying to figure out like when I'm going to film it, and so I'm feeling like super stressed out about that because it needs to be done for next week. And I have kids like in other grades that are in it, so I have to figure out when they're gonna get filmed. I have another teacher who's gonna be in it, so I have to figure out when I'm gonna film her. I don't have a lot of time during the day that I can just like film people, because obviously I have other kids who are not involved in this video, and there's a lot more of them this time, and I'm like, how do I occupy them? It's also a bad time because I'm still doing reading testing, but I got like a lot of tests done, a lot of kids done today for reading testing, so that's working out in my favor. So I'm just like kind of stressed out about getting this video done while also getting school stuff done. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling today. I'm feeling pretty good about the day. Like, I have so much fun with my kids. I love them so freaking much. Recently, I've been thinking a lot about how I only have like February, March, April, May, 4 months. And January flew by. January felt like it was like a week long. And that was a whole month, and they're gonna be gone and then never talk to me again, and then I will be sad for the rest of my life. I've been thinking about that a lot. But anyway, yeah, they're so fun. I love interacting with them. And then I just felt weird about how I handled something at the end of the day, and then just like bummed out trying to confront and help kids that don't want to deal with that, and then treat me badly because of it. So, but I have nothing to complain about. It is nothing compared to the abuse that I encountered last year, so I'm going to count my blessings. But I'm going to show you the friend thingy that was actually the thing that I didn't handle very well today. But I'm going to show you it really quick, and then I will get going because I haven't done anything. It's already like 5 o'clock. So these are the slides I made the other day for our friendship activity, which if you have not heard about intangible drivers, seriously go look it up, because this is like the #1 thing that has changed my entire life. And I'm teaching my kids about it because I wish that I knew about this when I was younger, so that I could have had a better understanding of who I am as a person and the value that I offer the world at a much younger age than when I did learn it. Obviously, I can't go super deep into it like I would with an adult with kids, but it's like if they can have a basic understanding of this, having that in the back of their mind will help them when they get older if they take it seriously. So I made this like little thing. There's basically like 7 different uniquenesses that people can have, and there's like a combination of how it works together. But we went through and did like a review. We've already went through and figured out who each kid is. And so today I wanted to do an activity where they look at their friends and start to see like who are their friends, how can they interact with their friends better to be like interacting with their friends in a way that their friends actually value. And how they can be a value to their friends. And so we did a little activity with that, and I'm gonna do this fast because it has kids' names on it. So I think it's super cool. It's really exciting to me, but I was trying to walk them through this last part of like why we even look at the difference between us and other people, and that was the part where they were just talking and I was like sick of it, and I really wanted them to pay attention to this because again, like I get that some of them are not going to care, but some of them do, and I want to make sure that the kids who do care and like want to know about it have the opportunity to fully understand me and like hear me. And so I was just like, we're not going to do this right now. It ended up being like the perfect time anyway though, because we had to go to gym. That's what it was. Again, look up intangible drivers if you haven't, because again, it changed my life. And if just knowing yourself isn't enough motivation to do that, I think that knowing myself this well and then all this other information I learned from the same company helped me get this job. Because when I interviewed for my position in 4th grade, they told me that one of the main things that made me stand out was that I knew myself extremely well, and I had like a really good perspective on the world and like experience of like being a person and like how I handle things. So this had a huge role in that, knowing myself enough to be able to articulate it to other people and like how to apply that to situations and life. So yeah, anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go. This video is just me talking. If you are here listening to me talk, like, thank you so much. I do this like partly for myself, like literally I will go back and just watch all my old videos to see where I was and how things used to be, and it's really interesting. If you are also watching this, like, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and I would love to get to know you too. If you do end up looking up your intangible drivers and taking the test, I'll link it below. I would love to know like what you come out as and what you think about it, because it's like one of my favorite things to talk about. Yeah, I will see you next week maybe, or in the future sometime. Okay, bye.